today are very dear to my heart because they cover different aspects of this beautiful and yet very challenging journey. I'm sure in every age mothers would have been, even in the stone age, a mother would have been sitting inside a cave and fretting कि पता नहीं किन के साथ घूमता रहता है ये. But now the challenges are a little more complex with the age of internet and social media and I mean suddenly the world is inside your home and you don't know which part of that world your child is imbibing or learning from. So our first session is about the challenges of modern day motherhood and how modern mothers are coping with it. So those of us who have children in that age group can perhaps pick up some handy tips and tricks also. Then we have the maternal instinct is not limited to women who have a baby. With other living forms, not necessarily human babies, maybe a pet, or and they call themselves very proudly pet mothers.
Yes.
So and not only that, while motherhood might be a life-changing experience for a woman, and it is unique only to women because yes, only we can give birth and nurture life, but it's not the definition or the defining identity of a woman. It should not be. Respect just as much as we respect motherhood. So the second session is motherhood not necessary, and I'm sure we will be touching upon all these aspects. We also then have something, it's a rite of passage that children grow up, they leave home, and then there is the famous empty nest syndrome. And it's funny visiting the empty nest syndrome in reverse. I'll just share a small, which is when I actually wrote a line on that and tweeted that if हमें लगता है कि बच्चे चले गए तो हमारा घर सूना हो गया. But I went back to Lucknow and the house, everyone and everything was the same. But मुझे लगा माँ नहीं है तो घर खाली हो गया. So there are many dimensions to that ehsaas also. And in the end we are talking, I particularly wanted that we highlight our special mothers because this is something that we need to talk about more, understand more, the unique challenges as well as the unique joys of raising a special child. And so those are our four sessions today, and I hope all of you will be with us here to enjoy, to explore this journey, this celebration of motherhood today. And on behalf of all of you, I think a big mental, physical, whatever, salam, shout out to all our mothers wherever they might be for all their love that I'm sure stays with us wherever we are. And of course a big congratulations and naman to all the mothers in this room.
Because I knew there's something which he's going to look up to me for. Whether I am completely engrossed in my profession, whether I'm gloomy, or whether I get up and say, that's it, I am going to make it work, come what may. And that's something which I see today, which I hoped that he imbibes, and that's exactly what happened. That he knows that what come what may, the show must go on, and we have to work, we have to continue with something which is a profession and a passion, something that earns your bread and butter and something which lets your soul thrive.
Negative script ever. And as I am connected to AIR, तो वहाँ का तो protocol है कि आप ज़्यादातर negative मत approach कीजिए. Obviously it is reaching to the masses, तो positive message जाना चाहिए. So the same thing my children have imbibed. So वो कैसे देखा मैंने? मुझे लगा कि my younger daughter is a bit careless. Elder one is okay, quite good, and she takes care when I'm not well. But younger one is quite careless, or she wants all the attention. जैसे छोटे बच्चे होते. और कुछ उसके साथ ऐसा हुआ था कि वो थोड़ी पैम्पर्ड हो गई. ये किस्सा मैं अभी यहाँ नहीं सुनाऊंगा. वो शी विल नॉट बॉदर, अच्छा जरा एक गिलास पानी लिया, अच्छा जरा ये कर दो, आप तो बड़ी अच्छी मम्मी हो, अच्छा मम्मा प्लीज ये कर दो. शी विल कीप ऑन सेइंग दिस. एंड वन डे आई फेल सिक, तो मैंने इसको बताया नहीं, मैंने कहा इसमें क्या करना है. एंड शी लेफ्ट एवरीथिंग, हर एवरी कंफर्ट टू टेक केयर ऑफ मी. और उसने मुझे हिलने नहीं दिया. दूसरी बात, I believe in helping others. I always tell my children, God, you are the chosen one. If you can help others, that means you are chosen one by God. So help as much as you can. और मेरे बच्चों ने ये चीज़ मुझसे बहुत अच्छे से ली है. वो सारी पॉजिटिविटी जो मैं स्क्रिप्ट्स में डालती हूँ, जब मैं लिखती हूँ, जब मैं बोलती हूँ, वो कहीं ना कहीं से लेके चले गए. और अभी भी मेरी गाड़ी में कुछ ना कुछ वो रख देते हैं. रास्ते में जा रहे हैं, कोई मिल गया, कोई नीडी है, उसको उठा के दे देंगे. ये सामान है, मैं कहीं और नहीं दूंगी. एक आंटी है, वो 34 में बैठती है, उनके पास घर नहीं है, उनके पास नहीं है, ये दूध के पैकेट उनको आते, ये उनको कपड़े दे आते, ये उनको ब्लैंकेट दे आते. वो मुझसे पैसे लेकर के पॉकेट मनी है हमारी, वो चीजें उनको बांटते गए. दिस इज वन थिंग.
So this was, we can have a couple of questions from
I was saying मूर्ख प्राणी. पहले जब when I used to say प्राणी, people used to take it as if जैसे मैंने गाली निकाल दी. I'll say प्राणी and say प्राणी में जिसमें प्राण होता है. So you are मूर्ख but you have प्राण.
Thank God you are not Punjabi mothers.
Mother's Day in advance, and please, have some thoughts for the fathers also who have some role to play in maybe a little role. Yeah, so then. So as we are running late already, I'll just shoot the questions straight. And my first question is to Urvi, and kindly tell about your family also so that the audience can understand your thoughts better. And our topic is the most interesting and most challenging because I don't think majority of population will agree that motherhood is not needed. Without motherhood, none of us would have been here. So Urvi, what are your thoughts on this?
So of course we are celebrating Mother's Day. I completely agree that.
Please tell about your family.
Okay, so I am Urvi. I live in Chandigarh with my husband. I don't have any kids. I plan on having 3. But
Plan on having 3.
So, but I'm participating in this panel in particular because I firmly believe that it is still a matter of choice. Because I feel, first of all, I feel that motherhood is necessary is kind of a problematic statement because it is a luxury. So first of all, let's start talking about how many women and in fact humans, parents are healthy enough physically. We are burdening each woman to be mothers, and maybe they don't want to choose that, or they don't have the privilege to make that sort of choice. And it's not even a matter of question of privilege, it could be just a matter of choice. I could, every time I think about this particular statement, I'm reminded of Shakuntala Devi, a movie that released in 2020, and it is a story that is narrated from a daughter's perspective. So we see that Anupama Banerjee, who's played by Sanya Malhotra, is constantly talking about how she doesn't want to be a mother, and then she becomes a mother. And she is happy, this woman who had been shouting throughout 1.5 hours of the movie that she doesn't want to be a mother, she's never going to be a mother, is suddenly a mother and she's happy and she's crying and she's joyous. Although that was such a beautiful scene, but I found that very heartbreaking. I mean, of course, this is based on somebody's individual experience, and that is beautiful. Of course, this happened to a particular person, but what I believe is that it made most of the people think that all the women who say that they don't want to be mothers also want to be mothers. They are lying about it, so there's no choice.
And I think Sonia should take on from here only that is motherhood a matter of choice?
Okay.
Unless there are accidents,
Yes, absolutely. That is there as well. तभी तो बोलते हैं ना बच्चे भगवान की देन है. That happens. India is the second most populated country in the world. We are taking over China. Yeah, we've taken over China as I speak. Okay, congratulations to everybody sitting here. We need more people on earth, as if. Anyway, I have some controversial stands. Some of you may not like what I say. Some of you, mujhe ande mat marna please. Anybody? I'm 35 years old. I've been married for 7 years. I'm thoroughly in love with my husband, and I hope he is also in love with me. He claims to be. I have been asked at least 800 times, when will I have a child? And I feel that it puts very unnecessary pressure, not on my mind, but on my body. And you know, the body is, there is a book called The Body Keeps the Score. All of your, in the book, the author says that, the author basically propounds, and he's a medical doctor. So he...
And no children. There's so many of us. I am also one of them. So, and you won't believe that my wife has this, very stern kind of personality. So no one, not even her mother, talks to her about kids. But everyone comes and gives me advice. And believe me, I know contacts of all the doctors who are in this sector.
Of fatherhood.
Yeah, including Shahi Dawakhana and Bangalore. So moving on, we have Sahira, and she has a very interesting take on this. She has got 6 dogs, and so there is a different motherhood which she is going to talk about. What I'm scared is that she has written 4 pages, and we don't have time for those. Please, so just go, don't read. Okay. Sorry for that.
Good evening, everybody. I really hope I'm audible. To start with my discussion, I would like to say that she is a mother and she is vulnerable. Just hurt a child and you will see. She is strong. Just hurt a child and you will see. She has been elevated. She is a mom. She has been demeaned. She is just a mom. She is full. Loving a child so completely will do that to you. She is empty. Loving a child so completely will do that to you. Who says she can't have it all? She has everything. To expand the horizon just a bit more, I believe that these lines hold true for pet parents as well. I have had, my family has raised 6 dogs, and I've had the wonderful opportunity to care and raise a few. Check. Bringing him to the doctor on the intuition that something might not be right, even though it turns out just to be a sneaky allergy. Check. Coming home to them and feeling fulfilled. Check. Baby proofing the whole house just because they don't get hurt. Check. Traveling with them, getting them treats, toys and whatnot, just to see the gleam in their eyes. Check. The purpose of these illustrations was to bolster the conclusion that motherhood does not necessarily have to be caring for a human child. It means caring for a child necessarily, it does not have to be that of a human. It can be, it can be any child.
Capacity of a mother. So first I'll ask Dr. Jasmine Chopra, mother of Daksh Chopra, to introduce. Daksh she will introduce. Okay.
Daksh यहाँ नहीं है ना? Mommy is going to talk about. So hello everyone, I am Jasmine and I am proud mother of Daksh, as you can all hear him. I love you a lot, Bacha. And as a mother, I would say that thank you, Daksh, for being in my life, because that is why I'm a mother and I'm here today. And I have been very lucky to be his mother, because I have evolved as a much better person a much stronger and a confident person being his mother. I have learnt a lot from him. He's been my best teacher, and in fact, I have not been lost in motherhood. I have evolved in motherhood. I have grown in motherhood. Each and every day.
I grew up in a very gender-free environment where there wasn't a difference between girls and boys. I am a Bengali and I got married into a Jagsik family where it was supremely patriarchal, and that's the time I realized, oh my god, there is a difference between men and women. And so when I had a special child, luckily it was a boy. I had 2 boys, so that was an advantage. And Manav was not able to move his lower body, and we were told that maybe gross motor and maybe brain issues. Long story, today he did his 12th from Vivek High. He was one of the few autistic children in India to take up PCM in 12th. He took psychology as an additional subject with computers to understand his own brain, and he topped all over India. Though these things don't matter to me, but I'll explain why. That with Manav, I learned that every human being has ability.
भी नहीं हुआ करता था, तो मेरी नानी who happened to be a headmistress, उन्होंने एक बॉयज स्कूल में उनको पढ़ाया और फिर उन्होंने अजमेर से she did her MBBS. उसके बाद my नानी she was a single mother, तो उन्होंने इंटर्नशिप के बाद ही मेरी मदर की मैरिज कर दी. She was under bond, तो राजस्थान में ही वही झुंझुनू डिस्ट्रिक्ट में ही गांव में वो जॉब कर रही थी. I was born there. और एक साल जब मैं born हुई तो everyone, मतलब my mother tells me only this much. I have very little information about my journey, the initial journey. तो ये कहती है कि जो लोग देखते थे वो यही कहते थे कि परी हुई है, बहुत सुंदर बच्ची हुई है तुम, और नानी भी कभी कभी प्यार में कह देती थी कि नजर उतार दो, तुम इतनी काबिल नहीं जो तुम्हें परी जैसी बच्ची हो, इसको संभाल कर रखना. लेकिन 1.25 साल की उम्र में मुझे पोलियो वायरस का अटैक आया एंड आई गॉट इन्फेक्टेड विद पोलियो. तो एक बहुत खास बच्चा, क्योंकि नानी एक ऐसे गांव में देखती कस्बे में जहाँ गर्ल्स को पढ़ाना बदतमीज होता था, वहाँ वो शी वाज हेडमिस्ट्रेस, मदर डॉक्टर थी, तो सब लोग बहुत प्यार करते थे. मैं वैसे ही बहुत खास थी, लेकिन फिर स्पेशल टैग के साथ आगे, जैसे कोट्स कह सकते हैं, स्पेशल डॉटर ऑफ अ स्पेशल मदर. माँ ने बहुत प्यार से पाला है, बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाया है मुझे, बहुत सशक्त महिला के रूप में मैं उभरी हूँ. इस बात को मैं गर्व से कहती हूँ. लेकिन स्ट्रगल्स तो रहे हैं, बहुत सारे स्ट्रगल्स रहे हैं. उस स्ट्रगल्स को मैंने पास से देखा है, उनकी आंखों में देखा है. ज़्यादा उन्होंने कभी कहा नहीं, ज़्यादा मैंने पूछा नहीं, उन्होंने कहा नहीं. तो आज मुझे लगा मुझे आप सबसे बात करनी चाहिए, उस इमोशन तक पहुँचने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए जो शायद मेरी माँ ने भी झेले होंगे, जो स्ट्रगल्स. तो ये दर्द मेरा मुजरिम है, महबूब भी मेरा है यही, ये दर्द मेरा रहनुमा है मेरे सुनेपन को राहत की. यूं ही जो बस में ही नहीं उसकी फिक्र क्या करे, फिक्र करने से क्या ये दर्द कम हो जाएंगे. आओ इस फिक्र की मस्त मॉकटेल बनाकर पिए, जिंदा हैं तो क्यों ना फिर हम जिंदा दिली से जिए. थैंक यू सो मच.